You're listening to 88.7 WLUW Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. Welcome to Radio 1 Chicago. Our first guest this evening is Justin Yates, and I'm going to turn the mics over to Hex with Justin for an interview.
All right, once again, you are listening to Radio 1 Chicago. My name is Hex, here in the studio with Justin Yates. Justin, how you doing?
How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thanks for the trek to get down here. Because you live pretty far.
I'm staying a few miles from the Wisconsin border.
Yeah.
But I was stoked to come down here. I haven't seen you in a few years, so I was like stoked to be a part of it.
It's been a very long time. So Justin, tell us a little bit about your music and kind of what you do, because I know you're in different projects, things like that, but let's talk about your music specifically.
As far as what I'm doing, I released a CD a little bit ago that was just like an acoustic EP, which is something completely different. The first couple of years of me playing, I guess the first decade, was all metal or harder genres of music.
Yeah.
And I bought an acoustic guitar for so many reasons and just kind of started to open up my mind a lot more. I started taking classes, started doing this and that. And I started writing, and that's, things that were going on in my life eventually manifested into the lyrical content of the CD, and that's what that is. I just released that, and just released a song and video last Valentine's Day, I believe.
If people want to get a hold of your music and things like that, what's the best way to do it? Do you have a website?
I post probably on my website more than any place else, which is my name, justinyates.net. But I'm on pretty much any
Facebook
social
and
platform that's out there. Yeah.
So tell me about the transition. So you said you used to play in like heavier type of stuff.
Yeah.
Were you just a musician at that point and not like necessarily vocals and lyrics, or?
At that point, any lyrics or vocals that I were doing was a lot more aggressive than anything I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why did you? So then you picked up this acoustic guitar. Do you feel it was like the guitar itself that kind of made you switch gears, or is it just like where you were in life?
Honestly, like I've always listened to a bunch of different types of music, and it was really hard for me to find people to be in, like a metal band with or harder genre of music. Mainly because when they would ask me who's my favorite bands, and I'd be like, well, I really like this metal band, and then I'd be like Goo Goo Dolls, and they're like, wait, what? And I'd have all these like weird musical choices. So it was something that I always like flirted with, and it's something that I liked. But I think what really propelled me into at least the lyrical content and everything that's behind in the CD was more of events that were going on in my life. Through complications, I had to record the CD like 3 different times at 3 different locations with 3 different people. And that was a lot of fun. But originally the music and the title of the CD was pertaining to a different topic, and the things in my life started to kind of change that around and manifested into this catalyst that became, this driving point behind what this is. So,
well, why don't we take a listen to the song? We're looking to listen to track 4, which is.
That's a good question. It's called "Time to Move On."
All right, so this is "Time to Move On" here on Radio 1 Chicago with Justin Yates.
Like that, well, it's not the first time, but she meant so much for so long, but I know that it's over now. Why did these things have to end this way? Well, who knew that she could be so cool? But hey, I know I'm better off this way, 'cause it's not my first time. Then I drop to my knees, I'm begging you, baby, oh please. I know that you're strong and bleeding, baby, hold on. Oh no, no, all the tension I cause, I'm blinded by things I can't see. I'm so scared to stay strong, it's time to move on. So I'll be missing and always wishing that she didn't stand her ground. It's so simple, so simple, but baby, she eats you now. And all those things that you said to me, they didn't mean a damn thing. Oh no, no, no. drop to my knees and I'm begging you, baby, oh please. I know that you're strong and I'm pleading, please, baby, hold down. Oh no, no, all the pain that I cause, I'm blinded by things I can't see. You say you're scared to stay strong, it's time to move on. It's so simple, so simple, but baby, she ain't here now. So I'll be missing and always wishing that she didn't stand her ground. You see, time makes fools of us all, and now you're living proof. I won't get mad though I'm always sad that our love, no, it wasn't true. I'll go ahead and go break down, go and break down, and let it all hang out. It's so simple, so simple, but baby, she ain't here now. I'll be missing and always wishing that she didn't stand her ground. And it all comes back to you, and it all comes back to you. It all comes back to you, and it all comes back to you. It all comes back to you, and it all comes back to you. It all comes back to you.
All right, once again, this is Radio 1 Chicago. My name is Hex, and we are here with Justin Yates. Justin, how's it going?
Good.
Good. So we were talking a little bit about your music, kind of your going from like heavier music to kind of what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And kind of like where you were when you were writing. And you said that you recorded this 3 times, and
Yeah.
like I just recently read that your guitar just went crapped out on you.
Yeah.
So you like I've known you for some time. I mean, we don't talk often, but we've known each other for some time, and you seem to go through a lot
Yeah.
in life with music and a lot of but how do you keep going? Because you do get like kind of like, which I guess is good for a musician to get crapped on a lot.
I mean,
Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be a jerk here.
No,
but
not at all. Not at all. I would agree totally.
Okay.
It does help fuel the fire, so to say. I guess the most recent blow that I took that I think was the heaviest one is once I released the CD, I had my hand smashed in a car door.
Oh my God.
And then once that was healing, I had my wisdom teeth pulled. While that was healing, while trying to sing, that was not able to heal. So I had to wait even longer. So the first 6 months of this CD, I was basically sitting around,
Yeah.
doing nothing. That was probably the most recent, like, huge blow.
Tragic.
But in like a week, I'm hitting the road and going on the East Coast and trying to pick up as many shows as I can and trying to promote the CD and everything I'm doing right now. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. But how do I keep going?
Yeah, I mean it's tough.
Well, whoever's listening, they don't know me as well as you do. I've been in local music since I was like 13 years old. It's become like way past an obsession. It's
Right.
just a part of what I do. Like,
Yeah.
good or bad, this is what I do. And it's
just who
I
you
don't
are.
I don't feel happy doing anything else. So all these
Yeah.
little hurdles, I mean, it's the same as if you were going to work and your tire blew out. You
Yeah.
know? That's the equivalent of, hey, well, I didn't get paid tonight, so I got
Yeah.
to jump over this hurdle. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's to me, it doesn't seem like a lot. It just seems like the regular, growing pains of
Yeah.
local musician.
So let me ask you another thing. You had your own radio show for a long time
Yeah.
up in the northern burbs.
Me and a guy named Jesse Mendoza, who is an awesome guy.
Fabulous guy.
Awesome
Yeah,
guy.
really cool guy. Tell me what you've learned from bands coming in, because sitting behind a mic and interviewing bands, which is pretty much what you did. You pretty much did what we do here.
Yeah.
In a lot of
essentially,
ways.
Yeah.
What did you learn from other bands that is, be it marketing, be it like playing music, anything that's helping you out now releasing this album? Because we both hear a lot of stories from different bands and
Yeah.
like, oh, I did this or this happened or.
I guess for me, this music's super honest. This is, I never wanted to release this music, but when I started showing it to people, the response that I got from them, I was like, whoa, like that's that's seriously crazy.
Yeah.
And it kind of propelled me to want to continue to follow it. But I think seeing all these bands and relating it to myself is being honest with what you're doing and being dedicated and persistent. Like, things can pay off. I mean, I've heard band speculations on marketing, like, don't make a physical CD, you know, put it only online, you know, you got to hit the road, and no, hitting the road is, you know, too much work, this, that, or the other. I'm trying to find my niche right now, and trying to utilize all these different points. So I think the biggest thing that I probably took away from it is just being able to be honest with people who are willing and wanting to listen. Yeah. And, I mean, that's why, you know, I didn't release this music under the Red Notebook, like the ones, you know, the name of this item sitting next to me.
Right.
Yeah, this is me, you know. So that connection is awesome. And I've felt that through other bands. And I know bands that was their driving force. And, you know, I think honesty and just, you know, being real, like, this is what it is, you know?
So once again, Justin, if people want to get a hold of your music, look things up, what's the best way to do that?
My website is best, justinyates.net. You can find me on Facebook.
And
Twitter.
Yates is Yates.
Yes.
Correct. Do you have shows coming up?
Yeah, I actually got 2 shows coming up. There's one in Chicago, actually this Sunday. A bunch of bands are playing. I'm playing a smaller set in the beginning of the show, and then I'm actually playing later on in the night. I play for a band called Tadashi, so I'm playing bass later on. There's tons of different music, from reggae, indie alternative, post-hardcore. It just progresses through the night, through the genres. That should be awesome. Should be a good time. And then
that's at Elbow Room?
Yeah.
That's this Sunday?
That's this Sunday.
What time is that at?
8 p.m.
And that's 21 and older?
21 and over.
Cool. And then you're also playing...
I'm playing Bigfoot Bandcamp Festival. It's it's this crazy fest. It's been around for like a few years now. But bands from all over the place and all different types of genres go there. It's like 4 days of camping, and then there's like a bunch of multiple stages. And if I wish I could show you people listening, but if you look
they
at
can
the
go
back,
on your website, right?
Well, yeah. If they go on the website, they'll see like exactly how in the middle of nowhere that it is. But I heard it's a great time, and I'm looking forward to playing it. So that should be a lot of fun. That's like July 25th through the 28th.
Cool. Well, let's get into another song. You brought in an instrumental for us to listen to, correct?
Yeah, this one's off the CD too. It's called Sugar Plums. I have a video for this one online if you use YouTube.
Okay.
Just look at my name.
And just look up Justin Yates.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And this is Sugar Plum here on Radio 1 Chicago. All right, once again, we're listening to Justin Yates here on Radio 1 Chicago, and that it was Sugar Plum?
Plums.
Plums.
Plural.
So we were talking a little bit about kind of your trek through music and how you played heavy music, and then you're kind of into this right now. Not that you're not only into this, but this is what you're doing for you specifically. You're also in a band called Tadashi.
Yeah. I play all kinds of different music.
Right.
I mean, I've played in different bands that would be considered pop music to death metal bands. Tadashi's like
how did you come across? Because you're playing bass for them.
Yeah. I came across it where basically, I mean, I've known these guys in this band since I was like 14 years old. I've watched them play in local bands as growing up, and they had their bass player depart, and the guitar player is a close friend of mine. He's like, hey, you want to come play bass? And I'm like, well, I got a few things going on, but sure, why not? It would be a fun time.
Now, is being in Tadashi kind of helping your solo career in some ways, like expanding out your name at least?
It's been cool playing shows like back to back, like at the Elbow Room.
Like what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, we're playing back to back, which is always fun. I am definitely learning a lot, like working. For people who don't know, Tadashi's like an alternative kind of indie style. Some people say they remind them of like Thrice or Muse, to all different types of bands.
Yeah.
Jeff, the main songwriter, and Dan are two of the most like creative individuals I've met. So to be able to like work with them is definitely always a learning experience because, I mean, Jeff writes so many songs, like, and it's ridiculous because the genres definitely range, and that's cool because we kind of get to dip our hands into it. Well, I guess we can talk about this. I have we're working on a little collab, me and Jeff actually, and it's kind of like a genre mashup kind of thing that's different for us. But that was the main catalyst, like walking in and saying, okay, well, we have all this stuff, and we like all kinds of music. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's try to like dip into the stuff that we don't normally do, just to have fun, and it's kind of coming along.
Push yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Musically.
But more to just have like fun and create with each other because I sponge well, and he's got ideas all the time too, so it works out pretty good. Hopefully, I can. We'll be releasing that shortly here.
And once again, people want to get a hold of anything that you're up to. What's the best way?
My website, justinyates.net. You can find me on iTunes, Facebook, Bandcamp.
And then when you were
everywhere.
starting, when you were on the verge of releasing this, you had like a promo video.
Yeah.
So you're pretty, like, you seem to be pretty on top of like the marketing aspect of all. You have like promo videos, you have stickers already, you have T-shirts and things like that. Do you feel it helps fuel the music, or like why do you decide to invest so much in like the marketing aspect?
Well, I had the opportunity as far as like the videos are concerned. I've got 3 videos up right now. They're actually all done by a close friend named Rob Scallon. You can find his music, robscallon.com. Dude's crazy and talented, like crazy insane. And he does an awesome job with video production. Well, for people who don't know, I am a total nerd when it comes to that. I'm very interested in it. So working with him was awesome. I wanted to put out those videos because if you watch them and you kind of pay attention to the music, and if people know me, there's a lot of realness to the stories that are going on. I guess, but as far as like stickers I've made or T-shirts or stuff like that, I've been lucky enough and actually blessed enough to reach an audience that's actually a lot broader than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Because I'll get a message or be playing on the side of the road, and an 80-year-old woman will come by and we'll have a conversation. She'll totally dig the music and buy a CD. The next thing I know, an 8-year-old girl from California is sending me a picture of her desk in her room with the picture of my monkey on it.
It's crazy.
And that's nuts.
Did you ever expect to reach a fan base that wide?
No, but no, not at all. Actually, it's actually really surprising.
Do you know how she got a hold of that?
No, actually, I don't. Which I can only imagine that she found it online or through Pandora or something like that. But like that, for example, like I started to find out that even younger kids like enjoyed like some of the instrumentals that I were doing to some of the songs with lyrics. And when I decided to get the monkey image created, I was like, okay, stickers would be a cool thing. I thought that would be nice. I made the collective decision to press the CD because I wanted something tangible and physical. Yeah. But everything else, I don't know. It just kind of, I guess it's just how I wanted to be represented.
So once again, you're playing Elbow Room when?
This Sunday.
Okay.
8 p.m.
And then you're also playing that with Tadashi as well.
Playing with Tadashi as well.
And then you have a fest that you're going to be playing?
Yes, it's called Bigfoot Bandcamp Festival. There's a ton of bands on here that from like all over the place. It should be a really awesome time.
And then what about new music? Are you constantly writing? Is this something that like just whenever it comes to you?
Well, I just released a new song and video on Valentine's Day. It's an instrumental. You can find it online. And right now and Well, right now, why I'm hitting the East Coast is basically to write.
Yeah.
To go out and promote the CD, but to focus more on the songs that I have been writing to try to finalize a few things. Right now, I'm actually looking at different studios to go record the next batch of songs, but how do I say it? The songwriting process for this music is much different from writing metal riffs back to back. So it takes a while to find something that I'm truly connected with, but something that I enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully soon be releasing something good.
Nice. And once again, if people want to keep updated, keep to date with that stuff, what's the best way to do it?
Best way, justinyates.net, but I'm on everything else. If you use Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook.
Cool. And what's the last song that we're going to be going out on? This is track 3 on your album.
Yeah, this is 3, Lower Your Tone.
All right. Well, Justin, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And once again, this is Lower Your Tone here on Radio 1 Chicago, and we'll have to have you back very soon.
Cool. Thanks again.
For sure.
She starts to stop, baby. Just lower your tone. Or do you want me to leave right now? Leave you alone? Well, I don't know, oh no. And it struck me as strange. Where did our love go? If you ever give a damn, baby, I would understand the pieces to the puzzle devising on the planet we would go. How we could grow. How we could grow. But it's okay with me. Just take your time, 'cause it won't be long. I won't be far behind. The wind's on my back and I feel so alone. It won't be long until I find my way back home. She said, lower your tone. Do you want me to leave right now? Leave this alone. And if to all of the words we shared, how could lovers end this way? Was it so hard to change your ways? Will you choose to stay the same? So I sit back and I think of times and the places we would hide, all the joy that was inside, burning through both of our eyes. But I don't give a damn what you think about it, honey. You're two-time always backstabbing, lying to my face. Do you mean what you say? At your back all those words while you sit there and prove to me you're fake. It's okay with me, baby, take your time, 'cause it won't be long, I won't be far behind. The wind's on my back and I feel so alone. It won't be long until I find my way back home. I think it's funny, though it's kinda strange. I'm thinking of better days, but never the change. You know I want it and she had it, but we're both to blame for all that happened those days. So we can go back thinking that we're clever and thinking things were right, but they were never all better. And now I know because I've got just myself to blame. I know I wasn't the same, but now I change. I like to think that things could be so easily turned back to what I want and what they used to be. But now I know that it can't change, and now I know that she stayed the same. I felt it as she flew so high. I keep drying my eyes as she soared to the sky. Goddamn, she was so high. Well, she made her choices and she took her stand. And after all the things that we had, it didn't mean a damn. She took her wings and she soared so far from home. She won't be back 'cause she's lost all alone. So just lower your tone. Do you want them to leave right now? No, no, no. No, 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 no.
That was Justin Yates, and you're listening to Radio 1 Chicago.